Well, welcome back to Breakfast. 'Tis the season for work Christmas parties, a chance to unwind and bond with your colleagues. But walking that line between having fun and staying professional can be tricky to navigate, especially if you had a few Fantas. So, to break down the do's and don'ts is Spice HR Director Nicola Gold. Nicola, good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, morena. Thank you for having me.
How do you strike the right balance when it comes to Christmas parties?
Oh, it's a tricky one, eh? It is a fine line, and we were talking off air before. It's been such a hard year for most businesses around the country. So the party vibes will be in full flight. Fantas everywhere, I imagine.
Yes.
That's one thing about a Kiwi Christmas do. There generally does involve alcohol. So things can get a bit hazy. So the idea is, remember that you're out there representing the company, the business owner, but more importantly, your brand too. And I think if you can kind of remember my brand too, hopefully that's that balance that you can kind of keep going.
Sometimes, and I ask this on behalf of a friend, one can have too many Fantas, and because it's been a tough year, the conversations lean towards probably the no-go topics.
Yeah.
So what are the no-go topics that people should steer away from?
Yeah, so anything contentious, I think, is where that line is. Anything that can be divisive. You're mixing with a whole lot of different people, whole different lot of points of views, opinions on things. And when there are too many Fantas, sometimes opinion does become fact. Ooh, and that's where we go into the no-go zone. So I kind of think things like, what are you doing for Christmas break? What are you doing for the summer holidays?
Yes.
That keeps you in that safe zone. They might say camping in the Coromandel. You say, brilliant, I love camping. Do you take a tent? You know, that sort of thing.
Right.
And you just stay well clear of anything like religion, politics, things where people are very divided but also very, have really strong views on that.
And what else are the don'ts that you do at a work Christmas party? What don't you do?
Well, I think personally you keep your sweet as dance moves PG. Like that would be a good one.
There is always one.
There is always one.
Yes.
I can see you probably shimmying.
Nicola, there's about 3 in our group alone, just telling you that. Yeah.
So PG.
Okay, keep it PG.
For the dance moves. No preloading. I think preload. I know it's a shame. No preloading of the Fanta.
But we finish at 9 in the morning, and then we start to celebrate.
Right. Well, good luck. Remember the personal brand.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think.
Okay. So just keep that all in mind.
Yeah, keep that all in mind. And wardrobe malfunctions. That's another biggie. Dress appropriately. So that there's nothing that can happen, no Janet Jackson moment.
No.
On the dance floor.
On the dance floor.
Yeah.
If you see that about to happen, do you stand back and think, this is going to be good, wait till they wake up in the morning, or do you step in and try and help? What should you do?
I think the good in me says you should try and step in, right, and sort of guide them towards the water. Come sit back down and have a chat about camping again. Do that. Yeah, I think that. The other side of me would say, nah, give that a good rev. But no, you've got to be sensible, eh? Yeah.
Nicola, if it does go horribly wrong, again, what can one do to remedy the situation?
At the time, if you can intercept and help, absolutely do that. If not, get in touch with that awesome HR team as soon as you can. If you don't have one, the business owner maybe, or a colleague you trust.
Yes.
And say, hey, I saw this happening, or hey, I think I did this. Confirm with them, did I do this? And if it is you, take ownership of that. Take ownership, get up there, front foot it. Please don't let it fester over the summer holiday, because there's nothing worse than that walk of shame returning to work, right?
Right.
So just be thinking of that. Yeah.
I appreciate your time. Nicola Gold, Spice HR Director. Some really good tips there, and I am taking it all in.
You take that on board,
I will, when I'm having my Fantas. I definitely will.
We'll report in with Jenny May.
Yes.
The problem is you just get stuck in that sort of anodyne chat where it's just the same old, isn't it? It's a Christmas party. What are you doing for Christmas? When are you finishing up? Oh, yeah, cool. It's just, why not go on with something a little bit more spicy?
Well, or just don't go.
Or don't go. I mean, all good advice, really.
Yeah. I mean...
And sometimes, if your song comes on, if Usher comes on, what are you going to do?
You
have to bust out your signature moves.
Yeah, no, that's it. You do. You let loose. But boy, oh boy, do you regret it the next morning.
And now there's cameras, right? Everyone's videoing. The drop it like it's hot sometimes does not pull off as dropping it like it's hot.
No.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, we had a TVNZ talent show or talent competition ones.
Right.
One guy was rapping. It was
Wow.
well out of his lane there. It was, another guy did like sort of acrobatics.
But that's
incredible.
I love that.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Obviously, we.
You know your boundaries, I suppose. If you're going to go for a talent, or if you think you should grab that mic at the end of the night and your song comes on, you're thinking, you know what, I can karaoke this. Don't do it. Just put the
That's
mic down.
Daniel. You'd be karaokeing it.
Yeah.
Karaokeing it.
I make the most
karaokeing
of
it.
Christmas parties because I just think it's just once a year. And
It is. That is probably the key to a Christmas
that's,
party.
yeah. And we all make mistakes, we all have regrets. So why not
Oh, just fully go.
Go,
Commit,
yeah.
commit to the regret.
go hard or go home is my motto.
Okay, I differ.
Okay.
Yeah.
You do you, and I'll do me, and we'll see
Yeah.
how we
There
go.
we go.
You probably will
we'll
be
get you
going
back
home
next
when you
year.
get that letter from the boss, right?
I'll be
Yeah.
me a
confessing to
call.
you. Yes. Yeah.
Well, thankfully, Daniel, we don't have a Christmas party,
No, we
so
don't.
you're okay.
Like many around the country.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Budget is tight.